I'm gonna keep messing around with the tutorial because I don't want to ruin any of my other stuff while I'm playing. So I'm just gonna show you the tutorial. And this was something I couldn't do on my Mac before. And you're gonna see how it's a one-for-one representation on my movement that you're watching. There's no lag, there's no delay at all. I could not get this to work. And what I kind of like about Reflector is it's actually showing you the kind of device I'm using. It's actually my iPad Pro, and this is kind of like what it looks like anyway. Did I run by these guys? Oh no, I never even got through. Okay, cool. This is weird. There's nothing here. I gotta go back. I broke the tutorial. What are you supposed to do? Oh, they moved to the target area. Funny. This is just my test. And I'm going to actually go by the program. And I'm going to be streaming a little bit later. But this is definitely just to see a test to see how well it works. And this works really nice. This is the best layout I've seen. And you get to hear the music of the game and all that. So this is kind of like what I wanted to do in my streaming. So it's very neat. What I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be building up the layout also for the stream. I'm actually, wow, that's so funny. I'm actually using the, yeah, so this is pretty cool. 80 hat stains. I'm gonna see if also I can find a program that lets me do a better face cam, because I'd like to zoom in a little bit more and not have it so wide, so I don't have to do this for you to actually see me closer. So there's a bunch of stuff that I'm actually going to be working on, but yeah, this works really good. Yeah, this is pretty much the only way you could do a face cam and devices. What's really neat about this program too, Reflector, I can connect multiple iOS devices to it. So I can actually put my iPad on, I can put on my iPhone, so I can connect a bunch of devices here, and you'd be able to see the difference, which I actually might do later because I want to show the difference. It's a lot of money. I've looked into them. Even the one just for your chair is pretty expensive, and if I wanted to put the one behind me, like the curtain for the green screen, it's a bit much. It's over $60 to $70, if not $100. I was trying to run it how much it would cost, but it's not really worth it. What I'm going to be adding in is I'm going to add in the Be Right Back screen. I'm going to be adding in the 10-minute countdown in delay. I'm going to start creating some animation. When I put Be Right Back, there'll be some kind of little animation going through to keep you a little bit more entertained. So there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be creating for this. I could stream while I'm doing it and build it up just so y'all can see like how you do the layout and the loadout for it. But Reflector 3 is a really good option. I was going to get Air Server because that's what I'm using on my Mac, but when I was trying to use it on this Windows machine, Air Server was coming out to like $30 to like, what do you call it, $40. and this is like 20. This is under 20. So this is what I'm going to be going with. And all the difference is this machine is running with NVIDIA graphic card. So what my cousin did is he had a machine that he had built from like 13 years ago, but it was like his workhorse machine, and it started crapping out on him, like kept shutting off and shutting off. And one guy, he took it to look at it, said it's either the motherboard or the chip itself. So he's like, instead of you buying a brand new computer, I'm gonna give you the machine that I have. And I haven't built a machine in over 20 years. Or maybe a little less, but well, no, it's about 17 years. I was right. It's about 17 years since the last time I built a machine, and it's changed a lot. Where for me to build this machine, back in the day, I would just got a motherboard, get some RAM, throw everything together. This thing required me to go to a specific site to find out the parts that I needed that worked with the graphic card that I have, because the graphic card's like 13 years old or older. 13 to 14 years old. So I actually had to, well, maybe 10 years. He said he got it around 2008, right? Yeah, maybe 12 to 13 years. Yeah, so I had to figure out a motherboard that would work with the graphic card that would fit in the case. Then I had to, after I got the new motherboard, I had to find a specific chip that would work with the graphic card. Then after I found that, I had to find specific memory that would work with this new motherboard too, because he had like about 8 gigs of RAM. I only have like 32 in this right now, and I also have a lot less slots for stuff than he did for the version that he had. So what I'm going to be doing with it, honestly, is I'm going to try to, I'm going to use it as also on my media server. I have like a bunch of movies and other comic books and stuff that I've loved, that I've collected and stuff that I have, and I'm gonna be using it to do that. I'm gonna also probably be starting another YouTube channel, another Twitch channel, with a couple of buddies. That one's gonna be focused a lot on indie comic book characters and comic book universes, the creators, so on and so forth. And what we want to do with that is kind of showcase these folks. Also, we're going to be creating like a Patreon page. Like, it's going to be a whole concept where it's talking about comic books, but in the indie space. It's talking about, you might even be reviewing comic book shows, but the main focus is going to be on indie creators and indie comics, because like I'm an indie comic book artist. Just so you get an idea. Whoops. Hopefully I don't have to reconnect. Oh, let's see, did I screw it up? I might have to reconnect like a dummy. Yeah, so I have to reconnect to Reflector. Let me see how this works. So I'm gonna scroll down, but it's pretty neat. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna have to hit stop mirroring, and I'm gonna have to remirror again. But yeah, it works really well. I'm very surprised on how well this works. So let me see. Yeah, so the plan is definitely to buy this. What's this do? I'll show quick connect window. Yeah, that's what I need to do. There you go. Connected right away. That's nice. So what I have to do is, when I do silly things like that, I actually have to then reconnect in my I have to re-get the window back in my stuff. Like I kind of lost it. So I'm gonna have to cancel it out. I'm gonna have to just add it back in. Yeah, I'm gonna move it. Yeah, no problem, man. But thanks for stopping by. It's literally just a test, so. And it's good to see how this stuff works, so I can actually make sure I get it working correctly. Not automatic, we have to make it to Windows Graphic Capture. Nice. Now we just move it back here. Minimize that. And what's neat is I believe I can shrink it this way. So it's a lot smaller on my screen so I can see it. And then I can just maximize it here. Oh, this is another cool thing that I have on here now. Oh boy. Is it on top again? Yes, it is. Dummy. So I have these little things here too. Like if I was to host somebody else, you can see that I was hosting. I get a subscription. Once I'm able to get those, you'll see that. If you guys were to donate money, that would be what that looked like. If you guys were to donate bits, that's what that would look like. So these are some of the stuff that I've designed. And what's kind of neat about it is when I'm always talking about like comic book artists, freelance comic book and stuff like that, we're talking about this is some of the stuff that I've worked on, like art that I've worked on for comic books that I've done. So it's pretty neat. So this is a project a buddy's working on called Indie Deck, and he's doing a bunch of cards like the upper deck cards, but for indie characters. And this is kind of the idea of where we want to take you can hide that. Well, I'm in the wrong place. Oh, funny. That's actually on the picture. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So like this is my comic book that I'm working on right now, Blue Jay and the Rush #2. And these are the pages that I have done for it already. So that you can see my art has been getting better. This, believe it or not, this page is at least maybe 5 or 6 years old. I've touched it in the last 2 years. That's where the colors have been coming in, so on and so forth. I retouched a little bit on the inks. But yeah, these are the pages. This one is really old. This is at least 5 years old, this structure. And the trick that I use for this is it's a composite of real pictures that I then inked back down into a drawing. So I went over real buildings, and you'll never find this picture because it's actually 2 pictures composited together, 2 cities put together. And then on the lower half of the city, I just made a bunch of the drawing up. Like none of that stuff was there. Like the marina with the boats, that wasn't there. That used to be a highway. So I changed some of the stuff there myself because I wanted to make different things there. So that's what I kind of do. I'll sometimes simplify a drawing and I'll add stuff, but like I'm not that great at structures and perspective sometimes, so I'll use real pictures to give me this really nice looking city, and then I use the real picture also to help me lay out the colors that I want. There's a lot of stuff that I have to add in all of those clear windows. That's one of the things I have to do for this page. I actually have to add in images and a lot of stuff to pay homage to some creators that I know, and to also put some brands of some stuff that we have inside the comic book world that we're going to throw in there too. But yeah, this is really neat. I'm really impressed by it. It's a really nice program. This is a page I'm coloring now, so the colors are coming out a lot better than I thought. I was hating the coloring process, but as I work on it, it's not as bad as I think it is, and the stuff is coming out pretty good. So I just gotta put my head down and finish it. This computer project, building out this machine, was something I had to do, and it's been a while since I've actually worked on computers in general. So that's why I had to actually take some time to do that. This is another book that I've worked on, Captain Jamaica. This is the last book I just completed in about 2 months, a month and a half ago. And I'm pretty proud of this book. This is something I drew a lot from my head, and it made a lot of really cool looking stuff with it. And this is a character design. That's totally something I drew from my head, which is pretty neat. So yeah, but yeah, fun times. And now we try to play this thing. Let me just see again. Let's see how, because I made the window a lot smaller and I had to resize it back up. I just want to see how clear stuff looks. Yeah, so with what I have today, after I do the dailies, the 2 dailies I'm going to do today, I got to do some dailies next, and then the next dailies I'm going to do, that's going to take care of everything. I'm going to have I'm probably going to get Frost Nova and Kindred class, and then the next thing I'll probably buy is going to be Blitz Strike and that. It's just I'd like to have I have a bunch of assassin items. That's the only reason I'm not getting Blink Strike. And Blink Strike plays a lot like Temporal Rush for me, so I don't want to get the same thing. I get Frost Nova so I have another sniper ability that I can actually grow, because right now my current sniper ability on Grounding Bolt's level 20. So it would be nice to have when I go full sniper, I'll actually have something I can actually level up. But my plan is to try to finish this shop. And let me see let me see what's in the rotating. Yeah, I can't get that right now. Look at Torton. Look at him taunting me. Look at that Lumia product taunting me too. There's no way for me to earn the 300 to get that. So I'm just gonna try to finish out the new shop and then work on getting the other stuff. But yeah, so this is the stream so far. This looks really cool. I'm going to go buy Reflector, so I actually have that. I think it's a really neat program. It's a great way to show to display your stuff from your iPad onto your screen. So I'm going to be using that instead. The program I was going to try to use was Air Server, but Air Server costs about twice as much, and I was trying to use the free alternative 5K player, and that was just horrible. So I am not doing that. I might, like I said, when I come back to streaming, because there's so much that I have to build out again, I might do some of the stream where I'm building some of the Be Right Back screen. I'll probably generate that, and then I'm gonna try to also build out the, what do you call that thing? The Starting Soon screen. Like, I'm gonna start building those on my iPad, and then I'll bring them onto the computer, and then I'll start setting up the screens. So I'll build out the layout for this. I'll build out this layout for people to see, which will be kind of neat. So that's what I'll be doing on the stream chat. I'm gonna get my dailies and I'm gonna do that. But those are the 2 things I'm gonna be working on today. And I'm gonna create a window where it's just gonna be for screen sharing, so you can actually see the full screen of my window, and that should take care of that. But that's it for now. And for those who were there, thank you for stopping by. Dusty always drops by, which I really appreciate. So this is the end of this stream for now. Until later. Peace out. Holy snap. Streamlabs is awesome. It actually shows me the screen chat. Let's do something. Testing. Holy crap! With Streamlabs, I don't even have to go to Twitch to check. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Let's do it again. This is gonna be another test message. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's really cool. We're definitely gonna do that. So what's gonna happen is, yeah, I'm gonna come back to stream. Hey Orion. What you're looking at is, this is my PC loadout for stream. I'm gonna basically, the program you see right now is in trial mode. I'm gonna go buy that so I can stream from my iPad. Now I'll be able to put on the music and you'll be able to hear that stuff, and you can see that I have the chat at the side for y'all to read still if you didn't see some of the stuff that was there, but I'm using Streamlabs and I can actually see everything. Other things I want to try to work out is playing around with adding in more of these little things. I'm going to create little widgets and icons and stuff that I can actually put up. I'm going to start building them out, and then I'm just going to put them inside my source over here, and then I can just press them and let people see them too. So it's pretty easy to do. It's just create a little movie that plays once, but you make it last 30 seconds or something like that, and you can actually make something react and shake and then fade away. So those are the stuff I'm going to be working on later. But yeah, so I'm going to go by Reflector, and I'm going to come back and do the stream. I'm going to pretty up the background a little bit, and then I'm going to from there, I'm going to get my dailies, buy my Frost Nova, and then by 7 p.m. later tonight when I play again, I'm going to get my Kindred Clasp, and I'll leave inside the shop. There's only going to be 4 items in the new shop, and my plan is to get every item in the new shop before the shop changes again. So I'm going to have all 13 items before that's done, and that might help me push me towards the 1,000 that I'm trying to get to for total gear. But that's my plan. I'm gonna try to get all of it, because it's so hard to get the other stuff in the other shop. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so this is the base, this is the beginning. I'm gonna be working on it a little bit more. It's gonna get a little tighter. I'm gonna be adding in a little bit more information. You're gonna see stuff for my Discord server. You're gonna see stuff for my Instagram, and so on and so forth. So you can actually find me on Instagram, Discord, YouTube. I'm gonna lay all that stuff out, and